Unfortunately, for us it is. When you apply for a loan or you want to buy a house or a car or open a business, they charge you higher interest because of your race. They consider you a high risk because you are black. And this is not just the bank, it's the financial sector. Unfortunately, for us it is. When you apply for a loan or you want to buy a house or a car or open a business, they charge you higher interest because of your race. They consider you a high risk because you are black. And this is not just the bank, it's the financial sector in this country. Your funeral cover, your life cover, your motor insurance, everything. The quality of food that you receive in this country depends on your race. The quality of education that you receive in this country depends on your race. The salary you earn also depends on your race. How the media treats you depends on your race. Where you live and how the government treats those areas depends on your race. There are many sectors I could use to show you that every sector that we use in this country was inherited from apartheid and colonization. And a system like that doesn't go away because of 30 years of democracy. I am not mad at your statement. It just reminds me why I am ahead and how I invest my money in this country. Because I know everything is built against me, not for me. The downfall of many black people will be this democracy. You're so quick to believe in a system that was never built for black people. The financial sector in this country charges black people higher interest in comparison to white people. They consider you a high risk because of the color of your skin. First off, they build you to live in poverty and they set up the system that you remain in poverty, even when you think you're advancing as a black person. And I will prove to you in a second what I mean. Because I know you don't read, otherwise where would this statement come from? Van Zyl explained how banks had been charging black bondholders significantly higher interest rates on mortgages and motor vehicle loans compared to their white counterparts, amounting to up to 40% more in some cases. His investigations unveiled deeply troubling patterns of discrimination dating back to the late 1980s. He exposed how Sambu's bank's collapse in 2002 triggered Standard Bank's discriminatory practices against black home buyers, leaving them overcharged by up to 100%. Thousands of black home owners inherited Sambu's bank's excessive fees when FNB took over its bond book with average overcharges of 60,000 on 60,000 bonds. When we talk about systemic oppression, what do you think we're talking about? Even when you think you're moneyed, the system was never built to prosper you. This is how the democracy in this country functions. You would know that if you read. You thinking that you're on the same level as white people is so hilarious. So effing hilarious. I will tell you what I do. I won't gatekeep this information. I need you to understand and to listen. For you to completely and successfully do this, you need to have utmost discipline. You need to condition yourself to have discipline, because without it, this thing is just a waste of time. If you cannot successfully condition your brain to have discipline, you might as well allow white people to take your money, charge you higher interest for them to manage your money on your behalf. I don't have a funeral cover, life cover, motor vehicle insurance, all of those things. I don't have them. The only things I do have are probably like shopping, credit cards and stuff like that I pay monthly, by the way, just to build my credit score. The first thing that I do when I earn my money, I divide it into sections. How much I'm going to utilize for that month, how much am I putting away, all of those things. And I put away my money myself. I have money saved up for my own funeral, all kinds of emergencies. My family needs to access this money from my bank account. Fortunately for me to do this, I was taught this from my father and my mother. It started very little when I was a child with the money that they would allow me to carry. That's how they trained me. So for me, it has gotten something that I do automatically inside my brain. If you cannot manage your own money, I suggest you get a financial person that you can trust to help you. However, I can do it myself. So there's little money that the bank takes from me anyway, monthly. And like I said, my money is divided into sections that I check monthly whenever I get paid. And I do not access that money for whatever reason. None so ever. Like I said, the key to all of this is discipline, which white people know that black people lack. So they're gonna charge you extra for the benefits that they do for white people for less. You just have to find a way to maneuver in this system. Also remember that they don't blacklist anymore in this country, so it's important for you to have a good credit score. This is why I have credit cards that I pay monthly. I hope this helps you. This is my own investment strategy that I use for years.